Jada is officially fired, and Skye turns up, but for what? Black Ink Crew New York. The review's up next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, since we're still in New Orleans and this is a New York show, I thought Uproar would be a good song. Hey, shout out to Lil Wayne. His new album just came out. New Orleans represent, and he took a New York beat, the special delivery beat, and everybody was Harlem shaking back in the day. For those who can't see. Sorry.
This is such a perfect intro. I love this. I feel like we should do this from now on since it's like a New Orleans, New York theme. It's like a perfect merge of the two spaces.
I like it.
What's up, everybody? We are your Black Ink Crew New York AfterBuzz review panel. I am your girl, Carmen, and I'm here with my lovely homegirls.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nakia Monet.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Drew Jones.
And El Marie is not here. We would like to take a moment of silence and send out some condolences because our sweet El Marie lost her sweet granny last week. So just sending prayers and condolences to the entire El Marie family.
We love you, girl.
We love you a lot.
God bless you, Grandma.
We are really black.
Please look over our girl, El Marie. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Are y'all ready to get into this crazy?
Oh, they were wow, cray.
So we over here taking anti-anxiety pills and trying to de-stress ourselves after watching this
Drinking.
crazy cast tried to open their new shop. They're in New Orleans, and the first thing we see is a vandalized shop. And Teddy gets to Caesar tries to get to the bottom of it with this new guy, and nobody knows who does it.
I low-key feel like new guy is like somehow involved.
I know.
He's just fishy. Like Skye handled it, like we'll talk about Skye later, but she handled it the wrong way. But I was like, nah, he seemed kind of fishy. And like, I don't know, watching him watch the review or the tapes, I was like, you did this.
Could be. I will say also like, because the vibe and the energy that they brought down there wasn't a good vibe and energy. And I just feel like when you're in someone else's neighborhood, backyard, stomping grounds, you got to be careful because Skye was fighting with the bartender. She was beating up the girl. New dude comes in. You really don't know who he is. And I feel like sometimes when you come, people know them from TV now, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like now you're here. People probably in New Orleans was like, y'all think y'all cute? We got you.
Y'all
Don't
think
worry.
that was real, or do y'all think it was like production?
That's what is so effed up about reality shows now, because you don't really know what's real.
Right.
Like, I think it could be because they were down there trying to open the shop. I think maybe Herb or whoever else, no offense, Herb, I don't know, but or maybe the bartender or whoever, maybe people in New Orleans just didn't want them down there.
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, you have a new segment, right? Called Jackass of the Week, so maybe we'll get to see one of them get highlighted on Jackass of the Week later in our special segment. But other than that, other than the vandalism, how do you guys feel about this week's episode?
This week was crazy. I mean, it kind of took you through like an emotional roller coaster because you're angry at the top of it. You're like, what's going on? And then at the end, you're like, wait, whoa, like there's fighting, there's violence. But then like you're mad at like the situation that Bae went through and Jada. So like it went through an emotional roller coaster for me.
I was just looking at the TV the whole time like,
There's a certain level of respect that's like not had for the women that work at Black Ink.
yes, can we address that?
And
go into that.
It was like, I already know I'm about to get dragged in the comments, but it's fine.
Drag us, we love it.
I just like,
especially if you've mentioned how fine Ryan is, honey.
well,
But this is New York and not Chicago, therefore.
But they love each other. They're family.
To go from
We know that.
Black Ink Crew, family as a whole, Chicago, New York, you go from watching the Chicago show and seeing how like the women are treated and like stood up for and blah, blah, blah. And then you come to Black Ink Crew New York and you see how the women are talked about, treated. They had no business coming into work. Can we all just agree on that?
Can we start with that?
It's
She
disappointing.
just pushed out a baby.
And that's why it's like, I don't know if they're afraid to stand up to Caesar because legally she didn't have to go in there. So I am a little upset that she went in, but also like, I just feel like there was no need for him. Like, okay, you're not as organized. You're upset because Kitty closed the shop because you left her in charge. But bro, like your whole team's in New Orleans. Why is Donna there? As a boss, you should have sent her home. Why did you fire Jada? Like, I just feel like there was no need for Bae to go into work.
And then he goes on to tell Teddy, you can fire anybody for whatever reason you want if you don't like the way they smell. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Which, first of
all,
all,
we were actually saying, see, he's like, ugh.
Your ass can and will go to court if you're just firing people because you're smashing.
You can't do that.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
It's just disappointing because, like, being from New York, like, I'm like, come on, son. Like, y'all supposed to be like the home team, and just seeing how they talk to the women and treat some of the women, it's like, and like you guys said, like, we came from the Chicago show, and yes, we do talk about Chicago, but it's all black ink. They're all intertwined, so I think it's okay for us to bring, because they show up on each other's shows. So to go from that to see how, like, the guys champion the women, and like they got into their spats, but it wasn't as disrespectful.
Let something be going wrong with one of Ryan's homegirls.
Like,
he's pulling up and making sure he's taking, he's paying rent, or he's making sure, well, not rent, but was it a car?
Yeah.
But you also don't hear them calling them
bitches
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. He's welcoming them to bring the kids to work. He's welcoming them to bring the kids to work.
Yeah, so it's just like a different vibe, and it's disappointing because, like, obviously we see Caesar defend Skye later on in the episode, which is dope, but it's just, I wish that energy was carried to more than just Skye, because it feels like Skye's respected, but then everyone else, like, you should have been more organized. Like, you should have sent Donna's ass home. You should have sent Kitty back. And I understand you had stuff going on there, but they shouldn't have been.
The longer I watch, the more I feel like he's not really a boss. It's just VH1 keeps paying to open new locations because they turn up in different places.
I also wonder, like, because Caesar was doing his thing for a long time. Same thing with Chicago. I said the same thing about Chicago. Like, I wonder if he watched other seasons and VH1 was like, we need you to kind of be the bad guy and turn up. Because now I'm like, when did Caesar get so bold and so angry and so...
Egos do that to people.
Whereas when Chicago season 1 wasn't as hyped as New York, and then remember Chicago, they all started beefing. So I don't know if this is really how he is feeling himself, and he's like, I'm really this way and I can talk to whoever I want, or if the show's like, all right, we need your ratings because now Chicago's beating you guys. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing to see because, like, when you hear Caesar, you hear, like, he's a businessman, he has his fam, he takes care of them. So to see him kind of act like this and just be like, I don't care, Teddy, do what you want, happy that Jada got fired. I'm like, what?
Because this does feel kind of new. It doesn't feel like Caesar was always like this. Teddy was always a dog, but Caesar, I feel like, wasn't necessarily.
It was so funny when Bae was like, you have one job, Teddy, and that's to sleep with coworkers. I was like, well...
And that's what Caesar said too. Caesar's like, if it wasn't for Teddy having, I'm not gonna say what he said, but I'm gonna make it cleaner. He's like, having sex with Jada, we wouldn't even be here. I'm like,
let me just say that I live for the read that Donna gave Teddy when they were at the table. She was like, first of all, you're supposed to be this guy that can keep your feelings in check, but you can't, and you got a baby on the way. Like, just to work his nerves, she read him for filth.
She said, you got a baby, you mad?
Exactly.
But she's right. Like, you guys are supposed to be professionals. You're this big manager that your cousin put you in charge. But because you slept with one girl, now you're up the other girl's ass. You're gonna disrespect your somewhat friend. Or if y'all have it had nothing to even do with you, their beef. Mind your business as a man. As a man, you shouldn't even be in a fight with no woman. Like, when women are fighting, your ass should be nowhere near. And I just felt like it was really disappointing where as a manager, you're supposed to be biased, where you're supposed to be like, look, this ain't my fight. Do what you do. So I am happy that Donna told him about himself. Like,
she read him for filth, and I was here for the whole read. I loved it.
But low key, you shouldn't have told everybody Jada's business.
I'm like, girl,
right.
I feel like she confided in you.
Yeah. Like, I guess she was defending her girl, and I respect that, but, like, some things you just gotta...
Yeah.
I would have just been like, she's really sad, not pregnant.
Yeah.
She just could not wait. Donna could not wait.
Like, she was like,
Donna was like,
now.
she'll get over it. She was like, I want to twist the knife right now.
I just feel like she's
Jada
depressed.
Don't get over it.
Not, my girl is pregnant.
She did that. She kind of threw her under the bus, but she just needed to get her dig into Teddy. That's what it was. Like, I'm going to make Teddy feel as dumb as he possibly can.
But I am happy that Donna stuck up for him, and I'm happy because Donna confided in her and her pregnancy and her losing her baby. So it was cool to see them open up to each other, because I do feel like the elephant in the room is no one's addressing Tati and what Tati did and all that stuff. So it's like, I'm like, is anyone gonna check her or nah?
I'm so confused. Well, we saw the flashback of when she walked in the house, and very shortly after, a whole beer was thrown in her face. Like, how is that not being, what's the word? Acknowledged as extremely disrespectful?
Because she's the quote-unquote prize right now. Like, she's who Teddy's trying to penetrate, so therefore...
And Cousin's like, well, whatever my cousin say, it just goes. Caesar's not even really paying attention. Where I feel like at this moment, as the boss, you need to be like, okay, let me talk to both parties, because if both are going to get in trouble, not just one.
Which, like, there's a lot of like behavior going on that I'm like, this is not going to work in a professional setting.
No.
Say Tati cries, little white girl, like, oh, the big black man won't stop hitting on me. Like, you're done for.
Oh, according to Tati on her social media and Teddy, she is not white. She is Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Girl, you white passing. So what's up?
So Teddy, this is not a news and gossip thing, but because you brought it up, Teddy had wrote, he's like, I don't know who this white girl y'all keep talking about. And then Tati was like, yes, that's right. And she put the Puerto Rican and Dominican flag up. I'm like, oh, okay.
Or maybe she Afro-Latina.
No, she's just like, she's proud of her Latin roots, so shout out to her for claiming that.
Shout out to everybody digging deep into their past to grab their black roots. I love it. Claim it. That's where we all come from anyway, Africa.
Got people out here not knowing how to act.
Right.
That 1%.
They be like, oh, I'm 13% more.
Let's go.
But anyway, it's dope. Let's all get back to our roots, okay? Before we go into our next subject, how about we get some lovely information from the lovely Drew to read the lovely live read like she always does so lovely. So lovely.
Hey, AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. And by subscribing, YouTube will suggest channels that are tailor-made for you, and you'll be able to help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those annoying notifications, don't be, because they are optional. So hit the subscribe button, check out all of our other AfterBuzz channels, and let us know you did in the comments along with all the dragging that y'all do. And
I know.
We'll thank y'all, and we'll thank our haters on air.
We love y'all.
Thank you guys for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV.
Shout out to everybody who was so mad at me mentioning Salt Bae, a.k.a. Ryan, last week.
Listen, New York fans, we love y'all, but we especially love being dragged. So while you're dragging us, make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And if you guys are listening to us on iTunes, make sure you guys give us 5 stars.
And if y'all want us to stop talking about how fine Four and Ryan and all them are, tell the New York gang to step their game up.
That's also a
word.
fact.
Speaking of step their game up, did anybody notice the new bae in the shop this week? I thought he was so cute. Asian bae.
He's fine.
He has beautiful
He's usually on Instagram, and I think he's a rapper and a tattoo artist. He's beautiful. I mean, there's so Asian bae from Insecure, and then there's Asian bae from
Is he Asian? I don't want to be disrespectful.
I think he's black and Asian, but he's definitely...
He has locks down his back.
He's beautiful.
I love unique, aesthetic.
He looks like a beautiful avatar.
Yes.
He's cute to me.
He's unique looking, but it makes him really fine for some reason. And then he has that New Orleans accent, and there's just something about a New Orleans accent that does it for me.
And
to me, even the other guy is a little cute. He gives me Island Boy vibe.
Herb.
Hey man, I just pulled up on the...
His name is Herb, and I don't know if anyone's listening, but
Herb?
I'm about to say a herb was a bad thing.
Yeah, back in the day,
a scrub. You a herb.
You a herb.
So when I heard, when Skye first said that, I was like, is she calling him a herb? Or I was like, oh, that's his name.
Short for Herbert, maybe?
Oh, maybe it's short for Herbert.
I'm
sorry,
Herb.
I
know Mad West Indies dude's name, Herbert. So.
Oh, maybe it is Herbert. Herbert, I'm sorry.
Maybe he's West Indian, because I'm telling you,
did say
that
the
maybe
vibe.
that's why I don't like him, because he's one of my own.
He's your people's.
Well, honey, apparently Skye doesn't like him either, and I don't know why, but Skye just does not, off the rip, she's just I'm going to decide I don't like him, and that's just...
She said because she's a Virgo. She said Virgos.
She's a Virgo?
Yeah. She says because I'm a Virgo, we go off of energies. And she's like, I'm not feeling his energy. I was like, okay.
I'm extremely thrown off right now that she's a Virgo.
Me too. I did not think she was a Virgo.
What y'all think she was?
I thought she
gives
was
me
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
She gives me Scorpio, Sagittarius vibe.
She could be a Gemini.
Yes. Or December Sag.
I want to do her whole chart now. I need to find out what her moon sign is, her ascendant, her Venus.
Skye, we're going to do your chart. But she said because she's a Virgo, she was not feeling his vibe, and that her vibe and his vibe didn't match. I was like, no, Skye,
you decided you weren't gonna like him, and then he
said he didn't know you because he was being petty, and then you guys were both being petty, which I understand when you were in your feelings, but then I'm like, but now you're kind of picking at him.
Yeah, now
extremely
you're doing the most.
And now we see he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's why I was like, you don't know who people are.
But it seemed like he was trying today. I was really waiting for the thing that would make me be like, I see what she's talking about.
Right.
And I honestly did not see it.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I mean, like, there was something about him that I felt was off, but how I would personally handle it was I would just be like...
I would give him a chance. I would have a conversation with him.
I'd give him a chance, but I also would just, keep my eye out and be hella chill. I wouldn't, like...
Just keep at it. But I would definitely keep my eye on him, especially if I don't feel comfortable. Because it's okay to say, you know what, I'm not feeling this person. Something is off. Because we naturally go off on stuff like that. But to keep nitpicking and like the dude came in and said hi, and for her to be like, I don't like you. She was like,
no, don't speak to me. I don't like you. Well, I was just like, oh, bitch, that would have been the end of it. I'd have been like, cool. I would have kept my distance from her from that point on, especially being a man.
Yes.
And if you're a man that you know will hit a woman and you know this woman is pushing your buttons, just keep your distance from her because... I mean, punching a lady is never the answer, but he walks up to her again, after she comes to speak. Then later they're at this pool party. So Teddy decides to throw a pool party because technically what he says is just dry, and he doesn't want them to be dry.
He need to calm that pee down.
So he puts, right. Maybe it's a good thing that it's dry for you right now because you got too much going on, Teddy. But he puts the address of the house on Instagram and social media, and then all of New Orleans shows up, and they show up with their cannabis, and then on comes like we said last week, we want them to be careful about what? The police in New Orleans. Here come the police in New Orleans, like, you don't smell that? You don't smell that?
Gotta be careful when you in a new playground.
I smell pigs. The police. Sorry, let me stop. But it's just like, that's what they call cops. But I'm just saying, like, first of all, it annoys the hell out of me to actually watch a person be extremely petty. Like for the cops to be like, you mean to tell me you don't smell that? It's 12 o'clock, time to shut down the party. It's like, this is New Orleans, it doesn't shut down. Like, go to the quarters, it's open until the sun comes up.
Tell Roberta to stop calling the police and complaining about me.
And it's only because they're filming and they probably see the lights, and they're probably in a strip area where, though it's touristy, someone dumbass probably bought a house across the street in the most busiest area and was like, someone's filming something. So, the cop had to come through and do his cop duty. And
like, I knew nothing.
I get it, but really, it's just irky.
Yeah.
It's extremely irky.
I knew nothing, like, really bad was going to happen because, like, they're filming. They obviously have to have permits. Right. Obviously, like, there's certain things that the police are aware of. But, like, being somebody from the South, like, you don't mess with the police.
Not down there. You will get locked up for your name being spelled wrong on your license down south. Like, what do you mean? It's
right. That's
two
how I'm like,
T's in your name.
Gotta be
get
careful.
out the car.
Gotta be careful wherever you go. If it's someplace new that you're not from, that's why I'm always like, not when the police are coming in. Like, whoa, what's happening? You guys are smoking and drinking.
Don't do the most in the South. It's a fact, unfortunately. But anyway, in the midst of this party, Herb approaches Skye again, trying to be her friend, and she completely disrespects him. I feel like what she did was she completely disrespected him for no reason. Like, oh, I don't like you. I know I ain't like you, and I don't like you, and get away. And don't. If she was a girl, I get it. I would have swung. I would have walked away. I don't know which side of me would have came out, but I definitely would have like separated myself from her. But she picks and picks and picks until he has something to say about it. Like, all right, you want something negative? Well, okay, here you go. You're fake.
Right.
And then she was cool with that, but it was when she said that her work was bad, like, and it looks terrible.
Oof.
That's when she swung. And she swung like she was swinging on a female. Is it okay if you swing on a man like that? Is it expected to get punched back?
I was always told.
Not is it okay, but
I was always told growing up, you swing on somebody, you better be prepared for them to swing back.
Same.
Man, woman, monkey, whatever.
Because you just don't know. Like, though no man should put their hands on no woman.
Yeah.
But also we should need to keep our hands to ourselves because you don't know who the other party
you
is.
Don't know their mentality.
And that man may not have been raised that way, and he might yoke you and punch you.
Or he might be a soldier and be trained. Like he might be trained to attack if he's attacked a certain way, and people might get hurt.
Keep their hands to themselves because that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know this dude, right? You don't know who he is, like, and it's not like dudes where like you can push him and they'll just push you away and say no. He punched her in the face,
right?
Which is wild. But then it's like, girl, you can't. And Skye is Skye, but you cannot put your hands on people. You just cannot.
You just can't.
Male,
she disrespected
male,
that man.
female, cat, dog,
and she disrespected him. I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna say she deserved it, but you got what you asked for. She got what she asked for.
I don't think she.
She needs more self-control. I don't care.
It's just one of those things where I just felt like she should have left him alone.
Yeah.
If you wasn't feeling his vibe. She was
asking for it. She was asking, can you disrespect me so I can have a reason to go off? Can you please give me some negative energy back? I keep trying to disrespect you and you won't react.
I felt like you leave it to your boss C's to make the decision if he's not feeling her, but he has no problem. I just didn't feel the need to keep nitpicking at him. He didn't disrespect you, call you out your name. He just said he didn't know who you were, being petty. I didn't see the need to keep nitpicking at him.
And it's also weird that you have that big of a problem because in reality, you're not going to be working with him.
That's the thing.
You're going back to New York literally tomorrow.
If you don't like him, pull up the boss and say, hey, as a manager, a hiring manager, it's something about that guy I don't like. Let's keep our eye on him.
Yeah, and then keep it moving. There's no need to, I don't like you. I'm watching you as they're working. Like, get from on top of me.
Because you should be thanking him. He brought a shop full of people into your new establishment and brought you guys money.
I will say, though, Teddy and Caesar, like, I'm happy that they had Skye's back, but I'm a little disappointed that you let her and him go tit for tat. Because one, he's new and she's your employee. Mm-hmm. So when you see it going awry, but because they love the drama, they're going to let it keep going. I wanted C's or Ted to be like, all right, y'all, like, let's chill, separate, because it didn't need to go that far when now Ted and Caesar rightfully had her back and had to beat him up.
Right, they had to because they had to. It don't matter. They know her. That's their sister. But if I wild out, I expect my brothers to jump in it too. But I expect them to have a conversation like, Skye, you can't keep getting us into these situations, sis.
Like, come on, let's chill. Yo, her, go over there. Stop talking to her. Skye, that's what I wanted. Yes. But because they fed up the drama, they let it go south, and it definitely went south.
It looked like they was beating the brakes off him in their grass, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my God. Teddy is beating the brakes off this little skinny guy. But he went for Caesar's. He tried to take Caesar's head off. Did y'all see that first one, too?
Yes. I'm like, bruh.
Damn. He tried to knock his head off his shoulders.
Cray. I do want to say, because I love that we are always being dragged, so I just want to give a few fan shout-outs in the comment. From last week, Kimberly Dibbled, she left a comment. She says, I love you ladies, but I don't understand why you guys are siding with Jada on this. You ladies have to go back and watch the last 3 episodes of last season, and you guys will understand where the frustration comes from Teddy Caesar to have to do with Jada. Shout out to you, Kimberly, though we always don't agree, but we're happy that you are a super fan and you can educate us a little bit more on New York
But I did watch the last season, and I still agree with Jada. So
shout out to Chesh Dry, who also left a comment. So shout out to you guys. Continue to leave us comments. We'll give you guys some fan shout outs and let us know whose side you guys are on.
So, and my thing is, so fans, let us know why, because last season they had an episode where Jada started. They feel like Jada started some issues
was
with
petty
Tati.
last season,
but we're in a whole new year.
First of all, Tati got on everybody's damn nerves. It wasn't just Jada. Tati came in there ready to fight. The first night she was there, she got in a fight with Bae.
Okay.
So let's not act like Tati is like this innocent little whatever.
But fans, just tell us how you feel about Tati actually throwing the beer in Jada's face. Was that necessary? And if you think it was necessary, why? Because we're in an entirely different season of the year now. We're at an entirely different establishment. Jada didn't come in the door looking for problems, and Tati just went off on her. How is that justifiable? You guys, tell us how that's justifiable and why it gives reason for Jada to be fired, because I still don't understand. Regardless of what they had going on before, that has nothing to do with this now, right?
Mm-hmm. Let us know whose team you on. You team Jada, you team Tati. Which team you on?
Just let us know.
I'm team Jada.
Facts.
I'm team no violence. Let's just get to work.
Exactly.
Do some damn tattoos.
I kind of was like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was team Skye a little bit because I was removed, like not personally having to assess the situation, and I just be laughing like that girl crazy. But now that I'm actually getting into it, I'm just like, Skye. I tell you who I am team. I'm team Alex.
I was about to say, you know what? I like Alex.
I'll be forever on Alex's team.
Because Alex, first of all, Donna treated him to a romantic bayou stroll through the alligator swamp pond.
Patootie.
And it was really cute and adventurous. And Alex just let her know that he was ready to be her man. Like, straight up, no games. I feel like I love you. I respect your need for no titles. And she expresses, like, if we're not together, how can we ever break up? I was also like, oh, that's facts. But
I love Alex.
I like the fact that they took it to another level. And I like that he openly loves her and that they're so affectionate with each other. I think it's adorable.
I really have this theory about Alex that, like, when he was in high school, like, one girl turned him out. Like, he wants to be a player so bad, but, like, in reality, he's, like, a nerd.
No, Donna put that
he just be
down.
wanting to
Donna
love
slammed
somebody.
that down on him. You better believe that.
You can't have all that ass and not.
That's a fact.
He said he the vagina slayer though. He might be because he did something to tame her. It be the little ones, y'all. It be the little skinny ones.
Usually skinny dudes,
You know.
You know.
Due to my research.
That's what they say.
Due to the research that we've done on Google, skinny dudes tend to be
This was my
slayers.
senior thesis. Just kidding, not really.
Because it's that limmy. That limmy. That's like another limb.
I hate you.
They're unsuspecting. It just happens.
But you know what?
You got
happy that they're together.
I was about to go off on a whole other tangent.
Yeah.
Happy
that they are together.
Happy that they're together and they're making it do what it
I like
do.
going on their Instagrams
Peanut butter and jelly.
and seeing them do. They're cute. They're like a cute couple.
Cute couple.
I feel like he does bring out the sensitive, gentler side of her.
I love Alex. We team Alex.
Yeah.
And I don't get used to the purple eyebrows. It's a thing now.
It's a thing because Jada had the blue one. She had the pink.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Purple.
It must be a thing. It must be an Instagram tutorial on it going around and everybody's trying it or something.
I haven't watched that
Me
tutorial
neither.
yet. Then
Probably won't get to that one.
it's fine.
Hey, I'm so happy there were no Instagram days in my hair dyeing color experiences because hunty.
Facts.
It is some stuff I would be extremely thoroughly embarrassed about.
Not
these
gonna
days
lie,
if
I was very
everybody could see
experimental
it.
in high school with my hair. I've had every color under the sun in high school.
Yes, I mean I think it's fun. I feel too old. I feel stupid at this age trying to at this
Wait till you see me this
at my
weekend.
mystery age. No, but to each his own. I live for it. I love people who are unafraid to live outside of the box. So before we wrap this thing up, let's go into our new segment, Jackass of the Week.
Hey. Yes, Jackass theme song.
Shout out to production, turning it up in the studio for us.
All right. So who is your all's Jackass of
Skye.
the week and why?
You said Skye.
Skye, because she completely disrespected that man for no reason, and it was so unnecessary and uncalled for. She got it with me. Between her and Tati.
My Jackass of the week is going to be. There's a lot of Jackasses.
I know.
How do you pick?
I'm gonna go with.
Let's just put names in her head.
I'm gonna just come from last week to this week. It's Tati. I'm bringing her to this week only because I just didn't like that she threw the bear on Jay. Actually, no, it's Teddy. Teddy, my Jackass of the week. Because I just feel like it wasn't justified for what he did and how his reactions are and how his attitude is. And to be this big manager, one dealing with Skye and dealing with the whole Jada situation. Like, I just feel like he's just not doing it right now. So Teddy is my Jackass of the week.
My Jackass of the week is Caesar.
Caesar, that's a good one.
because he wasn't handling it like a business owner. Like
perfect.
you shouldn't have sided with Teddy in that situation. You should have evaluated the situation, but instead you just let your cuz like do whatever. And
Yes.
so you lost your receptionist. Also, you made Bae come in.
Yes,
After just
A
popping
maternity
up.
I'm changing mine from Skye to Caesar.
You know what? We're all going to Caesar.
The case is closed.
And then you didn't, like, you know how your sister is, and you just stood there while she sat there and instigated that, and it elevated to something it didn't need to be. And I just, like, I don't know. I feel like because I like Caesar, and, like, in past seasons, he's done a lot of really cool stuff that I'm just, like, disappointed in his actions as of this season.
I'm disappointed too because that's not the Caesar that's why like he's the one who usually gives Ryan advice on Black in Chicago. He's the one who
Ryan.
I think he leaned into the microphone.
Ryan. No, but seriously, like, he's the one who usually would give them advice on the Chicago show. Caesar's the more level-headed one, so I am a little disappointed in him this season. Like, I don't know if they're doing it for ratings.
What's going on, Caesar?
Caesar, we love you,
he's
but
just excited.
you gotta
Maybe
chill.
Who knows?
You guys let us know, though in the comments who y'all's Jackass of the week is.
Yeah, who's your Jackass of the
It's
week?
us.
The girls on the channel.
It's you three.
Drag us. We love it.
We just gonna talk about. If you want to be talked about, we get it. Just comment and say something that has nothing to do with the show. Just find one thing that you can talk about that has nothing to do with the show that happened 2 seconds before the show closes, and we'll give you Jackass of the Week next week.
No, we won't do that. We love y'all. We will not do that.
Okay, well, Kiki said we won't, so we won't. Kiki's a real boss. Any predictions?
Well, the preview next week
And now, your AfterBuzz
had me
TV
stressed a little.
prediction.
because oh shit comes back and Puma comes
What's
back.
his name?
And everyone's mad at Bae for bringing them back, but y'all left her. So
With a newborn baby in the shop.
With her newborn baby. So I don't want to hear jack squat, but I am really interested to see that.
Me too. I'm happy that they're heading back to New York, and I'm excited to see like cause oh shit, and then Puma and.
I low-key love oh shit.
Same. And then like Season oh shit are fighting. So that's why I'm like, damn, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like, when did we get so violent and like Bo? But I'm excited to see that. And I would like to see some resolution with the whole Jada situation.
I'm gonna take that after they flip the couch over, after Season flips the couch over, they gently
Look
flip
at
it
this.
back over and then nothing happens.
Look at this. Yeah, that's all I got.
I predict a leg gets broken on the couch.
I do have a little bit of
News and gossip?
Yeah.
Oh, might as well go ahead. Go for it, girl. It's your world.
We just living in it.
We just, look at this. Shout out to Van. We love you. So our girl Skye, as you guys know, she was working on her little boutique, and the grand opening of her little secret boutique by Skye Days is now open in Miami.
Congratulations,
the grand
Skye.
opening. Make sure you guys head down there. This week is the BET Hip Hop Awards and Carnival. So if you guys are down there, make sure you stop by Skye's shop. Tell them that we sent ya.
Yeah.
I was also creeping on, everyone's Instagram like I always do. And Jada had put up this post. She said, I got fired on my birthday. Damn, I thought getting fired on your day off was bad, but damn, my birthday. And Teddy wrote in the comments, happy birthday, with a smiley face with the sunglasses. And then she wrote, F you, laughing myself. So obviously they're still cool.
They're cool.
And I think she's back. Like, I think she's going to get
Yeah, I can't see. That's a good prediction.
Yeah, so
that's
all I got. So they obviously still friends. But make sure y'all support Skye.
Well, until next week, until we have to sift through even more drama that's happening in New York, we are your AfterBuzz crew for the Black and Crew Black and Crew New York. That was really a slip. Black and Crew New York review. I'm Karma, and you can find me at king_karma_ on Instagram.
Listen, New York fans, we're just transitioning over from Chicago to New York.
Don't be
Give us a
mad.
few weeks. Don't get mad at us. We are going to strictly talk about New York in a few. This is just new to us. I'm Nakia Monet. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
I'm not apologizing for anything. I'm Drew Jones. You can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.